So he doesn't want to give a fuck about.
Okay, we're recording.
Anticipation's killing me.
Okay.
And
on this episode,
go.
I just want to say, fuck everything else. I fucking love Lovecraft Country. County. I can't even say that part right. That show is fucking amazing. Did you guys watch the last episode? The third one?
Yeah.
Fucking.
I definitely liked the third episode more than the second episode.
Yeah, me too.
The second episode was kind of slow. It was too much dialogue.
It was so weird. It was really weird. But
I like the weirdness, but it was like okay, remember the white guy showing him around? I'm like, okay, you're talking too much. Like, okay, get back to the shits. We get it. You're weird. We get it.
Yeah.
You're weird. Like, move on. But that fucking third episode,
there was a lot in that third episode.
Jordan Peele is a genius. The way, because it was like watching a scary movie. It was like fucked up, but then at the end, it got hella tense. Like when they were in the. Are we gonna talk about the episode? I just want to let me shut up then. I just want to say it. I love.
No. I said, Josh, you saw all three, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we could talk about it.
No, I was saying if we were gonna break down the episode before I just bring up the end of it.
Okay, so we talked about the first episode. The second episode, they were at the house, and like,
all I know is that he's the main guy, Atticus, right?
Right.
The dude, yeah. I know he's like he inherits the house because he's kind of like related to like the people that were there, or like his ancestor.
I don't think he necessarily inherited the house. It was,
but he has ancestry there or something.
He was like a part of the society. Like he was a
right. He
like
he's like in. Yeah, he's the elder of the people, but the house is still like it's not his house.
Yeah, but
I mean that part. It's like they. Go ahead. I'll say they kind of lost me on the explanation because, like I said, it was long-winded. So it was parts where I was just like checking in and checking out, like, dude, I don't care no more. Like, get back to the shit.
Yeah.
But then I think the uncle's speech at the end is what kind of wrapped it up to me. When the uncle stood up at the dinner and he started explaining who he was, then I was like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
But all of the shit before that, I was lost. Like, I don't really care.
And so they're wizards. He's part of a society of wizards.
Yeah.
And
something like that.
I don't even know if I got that from it. I just know he was like the leader of whatever they got going on. He's like tied into being the leader of, because the uncle said he's the last of the elder tree or the whatever that is. He's the last
because his mom was impregnated by.
So it's kind of like they had to by the whoever the guy was.
Well, they said something about wizards in the third episode.
Is it that guy?
What we talking about?
The guy that wrote the book. Because you said the show was based on a book, right, Josh?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not Lovecraft.
It's characters from his book.
Different book. Not like in this TV show, Lovecraft was an actual person. So, but I don't think he has anything to do with the monsters that have something to do. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah, no, I think it's a totally, completely different person. But I don't know.
So what was what did you guys get from when they were in their bedrooms? And I guess they were asleep and they were dreaming, but stuff was happening.
I don't think they were asleep. It was
like hallucinations.
I don't know. Yeah, hallucination on their worst. It was like I don't want to say gift and the curse, because he just started fighting the girl from the army out of nowhere like that. Like he didn't have a gift and a curse, but everybody else had a gift and a curse. Like the girl was in love with him, but then he was a monster too. And then the guy, his wife was dead, so he got to see his wife, but then it was like she was up to something too.
Yeah, because when they walked out of the room, he said something along the lines of, I hope you enjoyed your nap, or I hope you enjoyed your rest. So I took that as they were asleep and they had those like dreams or whatever. And I was trying to think if it was something to do with temptation, because when he saw his ex-wife, she was trying to like bring him in, and he like backed up and like kind of like dismissed her, and then she disappeared. And then Journey's character, Letty, she was making out with him. So I was like, is this a part of temptation? But then he started attacking the girl.
That's what I'm saying. He just like went in and just was fighting the girl. It was just like, damn. So maybe that was a temptation too, because it was like, you don't have to kill her, or do you? Like, because he was fucked up about killing her.
Yeah, but that might have something to do with the story about him that we don't know yet.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, I was wondering, like, this, like, was it some girl that he like accidentally killed in the past, or like he came in contact with? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah, I didn't know
episode,
exactly who she was.
He's on the phone. He calls. Remember, he calls the country, whatever country that was, and a woman picks up, and he was like, and they were like, "Tick, is that you?" And then he hung up. You don't remember that from the very first episode?
Oh,
when they were on the road.
I remember that.
He made a phone call to a woman.
Yeah.
So I think that's who that is.
He just hung up the phone. It was like they didn't explain nothing, but I think it will tie in later on.
Oh yeah.
No, I was kind of laughing when the dude zips his pants for Letty. And the snake came out. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah.
It was like the serpent, the serpent from the Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn,
it's all serpents. Of that.
Always fucking it up.
But then when they had the scene where he's trying to unlock the Garden of Eden, and then he like fucking loses it, explodes. That's why I said it's genius, because it's like, you would think that guy's going to be in the show forever. The guy that turned into a stone.
Yeah.
It was like, it's the end of you, motherfucker. You're done.
Uh-huh.
And the guy from Scandal, the guy from Scandal.
Yeah.
Yeah. The president from Scandal.
But yeah.
He looked hella old in this
I was
show.
like, God damn, what happened? Yeah, how old is he?
I like that it did that though. Like I like that it did that.
Well,
but I do agree. Like that second episode, it dragged along a lot. Like too much dialogue.
Well, I was wondering why the spell or whatever ritual backfired and turned some people into stone or killed them, because I thought was it because he was like, what's it called, a descendant of the group or whatever. Like,
well, that's why they needed him. That's why they needed him to open it, but him destroying it, like, I don't know what that was about.
Well, you know what? The guy that was trying to get him to open it, he said he's not even a part of them. Because remember when the uncle stood up and he was like, that's a command or that's an order, and everybody left? And he was standing there looking at him. He was like, I'm not a part of your thing.
Right, yeah.
Whatever the fuck it was. So it's like he had no attachment. So he's like an outsider trying to get him to open the gate for him.
And his daughter was the blonde girl that we saw in the first episode.
Yeah, the crazy one.
Yeah, I think she's going to be one of the main people. Because she
already made that known. Like,
yeah.
With.
Yeah.
But
the only thing that really I took from that was the uncle dying. Like, that was really
that was deep.
Yeah,
that was tough.
Wait. I'm gonna ask this time, Josh. How did you feel about the cry scene, Tasha?
I wasn't even thinking about that.
That one was real. That one was
he had that tough cry. There's certain tough cries that fuck with me, because he was like trying to hold it in, but then he was. I was like, fuck. I was like, okay, cut the scene. Like, he was doing it for hella long.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
I'm gonna be the Tasha in this group.
No. They didn't do nothing.
No, like, I thought he did a good job, but I wasn't really feeling it.
I was okay. I'll tell you this. I will be the us and the Tasha. Okay. I was feeling it up until when he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle George." It was like, okay, now you're going too far. Like, the tough cry kind of was getting me, but then when he said, "I'm sorry, Uncle George," I'm sorry, Uncle George, I was like, okay, now.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about him as an actor yet. Like, he has moments where I'm like,
I feel the same way. Like, I'm like borderline with him. I don't know if he's good or if he's over the top, because like his reactions to shit is so. With the cops, I understand it, but then when the white guy's talking to him, his reactions are so aggressive. It's like, damn, like, calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
And he already has that strong face, so it's like it kind of throws me off.
Yeah, I think I was more disappointed because they killed off Courtney B. Vance, because I didn't know they were gonna do that. To me, he was like the best actor. He's like the best actor on the show. Like, everybody else is good, but he's.
I like Journey though. I ain't gonna say that. I like Journey.
I love. In the third episode, I was watching her and I was like, I really like her.
That's her name, right, Journey?
Yeah, Journey.
Yeah.
That girl's been good since Eve's Bayou. That girl is.
And where's Daddy? He's never home. He's supposed to be home sometimes.
Listen, you little ingrate. Your father works hard so we can have a house with 4 bathrooms.
Not every night he's not working. I know he's not.
That girl
no, let me fill him in. You don't know black actors. Journey is the light. You got the look I'll be having when you guys say white actors. Journey is the light skinned main girl. Journey Smoothier. Journey Smoothier.
Oh, that's her name. Okay, yeah. No, I don't know her real name, but yeah.
She's the sister of Juicy Smoothier.
I said everybody's good, but to me, okay, I was saying like you're saying, she's just as good as Courtney B. Vance on the show.
Me, yeah.
You know? Okay.
It's funny they gave us Michael K. Williams and they took away Courtney B. Vance on the 2nd episode.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So Michael K. Williams, I don't like him in this role.
No.
I don't like him as the father. He like annoys me.
Yeah.
His personality doesn't give me a like, you know, somebody like they can like Courtney B. Vance and then the main guy. They're good as playing in that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
With Michael K. Williams, I feel like it's today. I feel like he's today there. You know what I mean?
See him as Omar?
No, I don't see him as Omar.
I always say Omar.
No, I'm saying his personality doesn't fit a role of this. Is this the 60s or
in
50s?
that era? I think it's like the 50s, right? The 50s or the 60s?
Somewhere around there.
His energy doesn't fit that. Like it doesn't seem when he comes in the screen, it doesn't seem like that time frame no more.
Mm-hmm. You think it's like he got into a time machine?
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, you can still be a piece of shit in the 60s and still be a piece of shit in today.
No, but he could have been a piece of shit 50s guy. It just didn't like his. I'm saying the way he's acting, the way he's playing the role is not. I don't get that. I get he ain't shit, but it's not ain't shit from that time frame. It's like ain't shit today.
Mm-hmm.
His energy just throws me off. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, no. I mean, I feel that. Like, I don't feel his energy. I don't know if it's because I didn't really catch him not acting like somebody from the 50s, but like, because it seems like they don't like each other.
At all.
Not at all. No. He was close with his uncle, and that's where the good chemistry is. But
or his real dad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's something I was
Remember
like.
when he said that before he died?
Like, yeah.
He sure is dark for having a white daddy.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Or descendants.
I thought they were hinting at Courtney B. Vance being his real father.
Really?
That's what I thought so too.
Because the way he said it, because he was like, if you're his father, and he was like, I thought we weren't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
How many times I gotta tell you? I don't need your advice when it comes to raising my son.
It might not be yours.
I don't care if you got a bullet in your gut. We settled that a long time ago. You shut your fucking mouth.
I know. We agreed. I wouldn't speak of it, but I have to now. You might be all ticked as left.
It was like he was hinting at I'm his real father. And then he died though.
Then where does the whole wizard?
That's the great grandfather.
Yeah.
Because my great grandmother you would think she's white. I come down the line. So it's like his past. It was like, what is it? His great grandfather, right? It's not just his grandfather. This is like great.
So the woman that he was chasing, the pregnant woman that he was chasing, that's not his mom. That's his great grandmother.
Because they didn't even make clear where his mother is.
Okay. Well, they did say in the first episode they said that she was that the dad was going where her lineage was or something along those lines. So I don't know.
And then they hinted to them capturing the dad to bring him there. It was like a setup.
Yeah.
So because the dad don't got no powers, so it's like it has to be from the mother. Like that has to be the connection.
Yeah.
But that don't mean that's his dad.
I didn't take it that Courtney B was his dad.
That's how I took it. I mean, just the way he said it, and then he was like he hushed him. Like we want to talk about that.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure out like what would be the reason to, because you would think like if he's a piece of shit, I don't know why you would make him your, dad. Why would you lie
But it's
about
like
him being your dad?
he said he might not be your son, so it's like they probably were messing with the same woman, or like that common story of I was in love with her, and you know what I mean. It's always like and then you came in and all that shit.
So possibly he was messing around with the wife while she was still with his brother.
You know what could be the twist? That was the mother he saw. Courtney B. Vance saw while he was dancing with her. That could have been his mother.
Could have been Tick's mom.
Yeah, because they just said he was in love with her.
I think his mom is dead.
Right.
His mom is dead, so.
That could be it.
Guess we'll find out.
Well, I will say this. Sunday. I will say this. Watching the trailer for the show it makes it feel like it's like a whole different show.
Yeah.
Because when I saw the trailer for the 3rd episode and I watched the 3rd episode, I was like, that's not what I got from the trailer. Like, this is not what I was thinking it was going to be.
I don't get to see the trailers. Like, the way I watch it, I don't, after the show goes off, it just goes off. I never see a trailer.
Yeah. So that's, I like that about it. So for the 3rd episode,
I fucking love that episode.
It did feel more like a horror movie type of thing with the ghosts in the house, and then the way it ended, like how they all came together and everything. But what happened in like before all of that? So she thought she got money from her mom to buy that house, but it turns out it was from the wizards.
So that money wasn't left from her mom?
No, the white girl. Remember when he went to confront the white girl?
Yeah.
And he was like, I know you sent her the money, and made her think it was from her mom.
I didn't even.
Because I remember, what's her name?
I didn't catch that part.
The main girl and her half sister were talking about how their mom was like selfish and didn't really do anything for them.
Their mom.
That's why they were asking like,
that's why she said, she was like, I don't know why she would leave me something. She's never done anything for anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
And then turns out she didn't. It was all a setup because.
So it seems like So what you guys saying that it seems like that white girl is trying to use them to damn near eliminate racism. Is that what it is? Because before the episode started, they were telling. Was that a true story when they were like, these people moved in this house and then they disappeared?
Yeah, because remember the ghosts all came together and got rid of the white ghost.
No, I'm saying in the beginning of the episode, they had the dialogue. It was like
the text in the beginning.
Yeah, it was like they bought this house. These Negroes moved in and then they disappeared. So was that a true story?
Oh, that I don't know.
Wait, was it like because remember there was like 3 white people that went in there at the end, the racist one? Like were they talking about that? Like was that like a so-called news story?
That's what I'm saying. I was lost because it was like they said Negroes moved in, and then they said 3 people came up missing.
They went inside and they came up missing.
Right, and then it said day 1. So maybe that's what it was.
Okay, and I think I read it wrong because I thought they said on the 3rd day that people went missing. So I was like, day 9, like I thought it went missing on day 3. So I don't think I read it correctly.
I gotta watch it again because I kind of got lost in that too.
Yeah. So it's just so weird, like knowing how those times were, and they were like okay with moving into a neighborhood where they knew that they were going to get harassed.
But there was always those people like that. That's why I said it was genius.
So strong-willed.
Yeah, it's like I'm going to force you to deal with this shit.
I deserve this too. So
you saw how they reacted when they saw that cross burn. They pulled out the bat, the guns. They started fucking up the car.
Like,
she pulled up the car, popped the trunk, and then took the evidence.
But that's why I love it because it's like you feel so helped. While I'm watching it, I'm like, damn, it's like you're so helped. There's nothing you could do about it. Like literally nothing. When they first started honking the horns, the cops drove by and smiled. It's like, fuck, there's nothing you can do about this.
Yep.
And then she broke out the windows. I'm like, fuck, they're all gonna get killed. But then the sister took the guns and drove off, and they all got arrested. And she was in the back of that police car. I was like, fuck, it's like this. You can't win. So when they got fucked up in the house, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Fuck them up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that one scene.
Yeah.
That caught me off guard. I was like, damn.
Oh no, I saw that coming because it almost took her head off. So when he popped in, I was
with the elevator,
he's gone.
Mm-hmm. I saw that about to happen, yeah.
But so when she was in the cop car, I almost, because he was like, how did you get that house? Like, who told you to buy that house? Or did you ever think about why you got that house? I was like, what does he know?
That's what I'm saying. It seems like the white lady is out to fight the racism. It seems like they're using them. Not I don't know if you can say using, because dude has powers somewhat, but it's like they're fighting against racism, but she's using them to do it. You know what I mean? Because that's what the guy knows that. Because I think they know about what type of people they are. Because the guy, he was asking hella questions like, "How'd you get that house? How'd you really get that house?" Yeah. It was like you said, he already knew something. You already assumed I got money from somewhere that I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, but so with that logic, do you think maybe they gave her the money, they kind of hinted at where she should buy property at, knowing that where it's at, it was going to bring all this attention, and it's something that they need from that, whether it's bodies or energy or something from these racist people that they know that they're going to attract?
Yeah. Go ahead. Like, yeah, they're like using them for some reason, like because there's like
some reason they're doing it.
Yeah, because they're attracting all these monsters that are like different areas. You know what I mean? Like, they went back home, so yeah, there could be some type of thing that they need, to, like, because there's like some source of energy that attracts all these monsters and ghosts to these three characters that the lady wants to use. Like maybe they want to open a portal or something. I don't know. Because at the end he went over, he's about to shoot her, and I don't even think she stopped him.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I don't even think it's the three characters. I think it's just him and her. And you see how light skinned she is. And they always talk about the mom, but they never show the mom. Because she's like super light, then her sister's dark.
I think they have different daddies.
Yeah, that's a half sister.
Right. But I'm saying whoever the parents are, there's something up with that. Like the way she looks and the way he looks, and they only use those two. Because remember, they only used the dad to draw the son in. They were like, because he was like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "I came to save you." It's like they used him to bring the son there. So it's like there's something. It's those two. It's the dude and Journey. It's like there's something about those two.
And where the bodies are, like they're doing all this stuff to the house. People are moving in, they're cleaning up, but the bodies are on the floor that they don't see. And then when you pan down, it's like all of these skeletons.
There was spells when it was going down. You see it?
Yeah, I did
went
see
to the last floor, and then
they
did the spell, and then all of a sudden all the bodies. So I think that's a floor you can't get to unless you know the spell. Yeah. Because somebody put those bodies down there. They didn't say who put them down there.
And there was all kinds of other
like
bodies
bones.
down there.
Yeah, there's bones there. There's another
And when dude's head got chopped off with the fucking elevator, somebody was on that elevator. Did you see somebody come down?
Yes, there was,
Somebody was on there, but they didn't show who it was.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a ghost. I thought it was like something.
Jordan Peele's a genius, man.
This is only episode 3. We got a lot more to go.
I was so stuck on that shit. Like, it's genius. Like the way he scares you, because it was morning, and then you just see these fucking floating hands pulling the blanket. I was like, that's scary as fuck. And then she just like looking up at her. And then she opens her eyes and she's not there. I was like, that is fucking terrifying.
Did they touch on like what the guy was doing with their bodies? Because remember had that one basketball player with the baby's head? Yes.
So what I'm thinking was he was experimenting with transplants, like taking a baby's head and putting it on this guy. It's like Frankenstein. Yeah. Like I'm doing different transplants. Because they said that officer was dropping off the bodies to him.
Right.
That officer was dropping off people to him. The one that was beating her up in the back of the car.
Right.
So it was like, and then when she was screaming at him, and then they all went back to their original self. It was like, but he was fucking them up and doing those transplants. And that shit was crazy too. When he possessed the dude, and he started doing that shit, and he was like, "Get the fuck out of my house!" I was like, "This shit is creepy as fuck." But I was stuck the whole scene. I was stuck.
The pictures when she put them together and the head came out, and then also the pictures had the faces of the ghosts like attached to the other people's faces.
This guy's a fucking genius. Yeah, I don't have a favorite director, but he's becoming my favorite director just that fast.
That was really weird, Josh. When you drank your bottle, you couldn't see it.
It keeps. That's the second time you did that. It
I just saw it for the first time.
Look.
Like the invisible
it blends
bottle.
in with the background.
Yeah.
You with the ghost people, Josh? Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know, Josh. You with the ghost people?
Lamar, what did you want to touch on? You said let's talk about it first. What was it that you wanted to?
Because I was excited about it. That's all. I was like, fuck. I was juiced when it went like that whole the scene when they went and did the seance in the basement. From that scene on, I was frozen. Like, what the fuck? Because they kept cutting to the white dudes. I was like, the white dudes getting fucked up. Yep. But then the demon guy was fucking them up. And then you see all creeping in. It was like, it was all creepy. And then they played that chant music. And then it was like all the black people joined in. I was like, this shit is incredible. And the way that's why I say she's incredible. The way she was screaming, she was like terrified and like, I don't give a fuck at the same time. That shit was like incredible to me.
Yeah, no.
I was stuck.
I'm definitely intrigued.
I was stuck. That whole fucking scene. That shit was beautiful. That's all I want to talk about. I didn't give a fuck about nothing else going on. I just love this fucking show. I don't care about nothing else going on.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else major that happened in it besides the seance at the end, the busting out the windows on the car. Oh, they were playing on the Ouija board, and Uncle George.
Who are we talking to?
George is dead. I was like, why did it say that?
No, it said so and so's dad.
No, it said George. It spelled out George because that's the dad, right? That's
yeah. It said George, and what's his daughter's name?
I don't know his daughter's name, but it said.
I think
George
it said her name's
dead.
Dad.
And
I think
it
that's
said his name. It spelled out George, and then it said is dead, and that's when she got up like that's not funny.
I thought it
and
said
they were like,
Dad.
we didn't do that.
I thought it said Dad. I thought it said George. Her name's Dad.
What is it? Well, what was George?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But the girl that was doing the Ouija board, that was his daughter. But I can't think of what her name was.
Forgot her name.
I can't remember her name, but I could have swore it said her name, and then it said, so and so's dad, and that's when she freaked out.
No, I saw it spell out George because they were like, who are we talking to?
Yeah.
And then it spelled out George, and then it went is dead. And that's when she was like, that's not funny.
We just have to watch it again.
That shit, man. I'll watch it again. That shit was like, that shit is incredible.
And then the mom walked into a room, and what the hell was that machine?
Which one?
Remember, she was at the ladder calling for her daughter, and then there was a door behind her that opened, and she walked into the room, and it was some kind of like device on a table.
Oh yeah, what the fuck was that? It looked like the solar system almost, like the golden solar system.
Guess we'll find that out later too.
Yeah, that was.
That's the thing I hate about these shows. We gotta wait.
Yeah, because they don't go back to that, right? It's like she goes in there, she looks at it, and then they cut to the other scene.
And then it was the whole thing with the fire cross and because she was like, "Where are the kids?" So
yeah, yeah. That's
we just gotta wait and see what happens. So it turns. I don't want to say anything because you haven't seen the trailer. So.
Oh, you can tell me the trailer. I'm still gonna watch it.
I was just gonna say that it looks like the white guy in the second episode that was showing him around the mansion, that he's alive.
Yeah, the white guy with the white hair.
Yeah, I thought everybody in that house died, but he's in the preview, so.
But it's okay. So they're immortal.
Are they?
The daughter and the guy with the white hair are immortal. You remember her telling them that? Because she was like, she said her dad thought immortality stops anything, but then she said he had to give up immortality for them to open the gate.
Right, okay.
The thing, so they're immortal. That's why he couldn't shoot her. That's why he was just pointing the gun and she was walking around him like, you can't kill me.
Yeah, so she's immortal and she's got powers.
Yeah, so I think both of them are. Her and the other guy.
Makes sense. Okay.
If you haven't guessed it, fucking love the show.
You don't say.
Nah, I don't think I said it enough.
Do you like the show, Lamar?
Yeah, it's a good show. It's all right.
I mean, you barely talk about
cute.
it now on this
Cute.
thing, you like it. It's cute.
It's just genius how he fucking works those scary scenes in there. I think that shit is genius.
Oh, I wrote this note. So there was a song, I forgot what part of the show it was on, but it was Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby.
Right.
What is that from?
What have I heard?
It's from another movie. It's from a hood classic, I think.
I've heard it in like a cartoon.
Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby.
I heard it in the cartoon.
That was bugging the shit out of me. I was like, this is from something.
It was a cartoon like I want to say like Tom and Jerry.
Is you is or is you ain't my baby? The way you acting lately makes me down.
Jerry and one of the kids on the fucking
Were they singing it too?
Big one on the bass, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's where I remember it from.
I feel like it's from a person movie, but I can't think of it.
It could be, because doesn't he do that? He always does like a trope to something he likes, right?
Oh yeah, and it's obviously an old song, so it's got to be in something. So, all right.